Hello and good morning, South Bay. I'm Lesley Robins. It is so great to see you again. I hope everyone has had a great week and there is a lot to get to, so let's do it. Of course, we're at a time when national news, world news becomes local news too. Well, on the heels of that abortion draft being leaked from the Supreme Court, the highest court in the land is now about to face the full force of public pressure and abortion politics as justices make a final decision on whether to throw out the landmark 1973 Roe v. Wade ruling and its constitutional right to abortion. The justices must draft what may well be the most consequential opinion on women's health and privacy in 50 years. But make no mistake, an angry public is primed and ready to influence the outcome. Justice Samuel Alito appeared to be bracing for the onslaught because in his leaked draft opinion written in February for the court's majority that would overturn the ruling, he wrote, quote, "We cannot allow our decisions to be affected by any extraneous influences, such as concern about the public's reaction to our work," end quote. A final decision is expected by June. No doubt President Joe Biden and fellow proponents of abortion access are fired up to defend Roe v. Wade. California has it all, right? Heat waves, severe drought, and extreme wildfires. And as Southern California braces for unprecedented drought restrictions, long-range forecasts are predicting a summer that will be fraught with record-breaking temperatures and above-average potential for wildfires, particularly in the northern part of the state. Recently, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration said the temperature outlook for the transition from spring into summer this year calls for above normal readings for most of the West. Already, the federal government has announced it will delay water releases from Lake Powell, the nation's second largest reservoir, as a result of worsening drought conditions along the Colorado River. Well, in an effort to boost the shrinking reservoir, the U.S. Bureau of Reclamation said this week it plans to hold back water to reduce risks of the lake falling below a point at which Glen Canyon Dam would no longer generate electricity. Unlike its wetter and better known sibling, El Nino, La Nina typically brings dry winters to SoCal and the Southwest, and experts predict that La Nina is sticking around a little while longer. In San Pedro, volunteer divers recently spent time near a sunken pre-World War II destroyer retrieving commercial fishing nets 150 feet under the sea off the coast as part of a global effort to clean the world's oceans and protect marine life. The team retrieved 2 lost nets that were stuck on the destroyer that would otherwise trap and kill sea animals, an effort for which the divers risked their lives as well. The mission was the first effort undertaken in the United States by the international nonprofit Healthy Seas, partnering with the U.S. chapter of Ghost Diving. Healthy Seas estimates that about 640,000 tons of fishing gear is lost, abandoned, or discarded in the seas and oceans annually, getting stuck on shipwrecks and reefs, potentially remaining in the environment for hundreds of years while losing tiny particles called microplastics that end up in the food chain. When those nets float freely in the sea, they are still fishing, catching marine animals without fishing boats ever bringing anything to surface. That phenomenon is dubbed ghost fishing. The nets are made to appear invisible underwater as a way to trap the fish, but when abandoned, the nets will kill. Divers themselves can also get caught in those nets, like I said. Ghost Diving and Healthy Seas are working to eliminate all of that. Since its founding in 2013, Healthy Seas has collected more than 773 tons of fishing nets and other marine litter with the help of volunteer divers and fishers in 15 other countries and counting. An Oscar-winning production designer has opened an exhibit at El Segundo Museum of Art, and you can go for free. Rick Carter's collaboration with iconic directors Steven Spielberg and James Cameron on their films Lincoln and Avatar, respectively, earned him 2 Academy Awards for Best Production Design. The production designer and art director began his Hollywood career in the late 80s with director Robert Zemeckis' Back to the Future 2, and his most recent credit is Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker, directed by J.J. Abrams in 2019. Carter's career will be explored in El Segundo Museum of Art's exhibit Time, which opened yesterday and runs through September 21st. The exhibit features paintings, drawings, collages, and photos, as well as movie props and memorabilia from Carter. Besides his 2 Oscar wins, he was also nominated for Academy Awards for his work on Forrest Gump and War Horse. Part of the exhibit is the park bench that Forrest Gump actually sat on when he narrated his life story in the movie. Carter will speak about his career in Hollywood from 2 to 4 p.m. Saturday, May 14th at the El Segundo Museum of Art. Well, want more free entertainment? When the 3rd installment of the Beach Life Festival returns to Redondo Beach's Seaside Lagoon, May 13th through the 15th, fans will be able to listen to headliners like Weezer, the Smashing Pumpkins, and the Steve Miller Band during the weekend festival. The 50-act lineup will also include 311, Sheryl Crow, Vance Joy, Black Pumas, Stone Temple Pilots, UB40, Cold War Kids, and others. Now, tickets are still available for the festival, but there is another way to get in on the music for free. Beach Life officials recently announced that a portion of the festival will be live streamed throughout the weekend, giving people a chance to see about 30 acts, including the headliners, perform live on volume.com. The live stream starts at 1 p.m. May 13th with a performance by Pennywise frontman Jim Lindberg and concludes with the Steve Miller Band on Sunday night. Amazon announced this week that it would be expanding in Southern California, adding more than 1,000 new corporate and tech jobs in Santa Monica over the coming years. Now, Amazon is planning to hire a combined 2,500 office and tech jobs in 3 counties, with tech hubs also planned in Irvine, about 800 jobs, and San Diego, about 700 jobs there. The company said the hiring would happen over the coming years. The company added that open positions include software development engineers, game designers, and user experience designers. Other roles are in human resources, finance, and information technology. Now, to accommodate the expansion, the company has signed a lease for 200,000 square feet at the Water Garden, an 8-building campus owned by JP Morgan Asset Management. The new hub will be open to employees by mid-2023. Well, a Torrance car wash has been fined more than $800,000 for labor code violations after a state investigation revealed years of misconduct. Labor officials announced the news this week, though the business owners have disputed the accusations. The investigation by the California Department of Industrial Relations found that the owners of a Torrance car wash at 2476 Sepulveda Boulevard did not pay their workers overtime and failed to provide legally required lunch and break periods dating back to 2018. Nearly $700,000 of the total fine levied against the company will go towards repaying workers, according to the CDIR Labor Commissioner's Office. The car wash has filed an appeal to challenge those findings. For the first time since it opened in 1927, Anaheim's oldest park has a basketball court, a very special court. Pearson Park, just a few miles north of Disneyland, is now home to a dream court commemorating NBA legend Kobe Bryant. Tiles in the royal purple and gold of the LA Lakers form the playing surface. At center court, a white circle surrounded by purple butterflies is inscribed with the names of Kobe Bryant and his daughter Gianna. On one side of the court is a large butterfly-shaped mural bearing their faces. Kobe and Gianna Bryant, who was a budding basketball talent, were among 9 people killed in that January 2020 helicopter crash in the San Fernando Valley. The Pearson Park court was funded by former WNBA player and NBA coach Nancy Lieberman's nonprofit, which has built 110 dream courts around the country. And it was created in cooperation with the Bryant family's Mamba and Mamacita Foundation. The ribbon was officially cut on the court this past Sunday, which would have been Gianna's 16th birthday. And it is now available for the public to use. On her Instagram account, Vanessa Bryant called the new court a labor of love. Well, speaking of the Lakers, among the short list of potential candidates to become the next head coach of the LA basketball team, one man has been talked about a lot, former NBA coach Mark Jackson. Now, Jackson coached the Golden State Warriors several years ago, back when Steph Curry and Klay Thompson were budding NBA stars. Jackson did a good job with them, but he was fired in 2014, reportedly because he had trouble getting along with people in the organization. Since leaving the Warriors, Jackson has been a color commentator for NBA telecasts on ABC and ESPN. Stay tuned for updates on that hiring. The big drama of the week in college football involves USC. Yeah, Jordan Addison, the elite receiver who helped the Pittsburgh Panthers win the championship last year, has formally entered the transfer portal. Addison did submit his portal request in time. Now, we hear no decision was clear or imminent, but yes, if USC football does land him, they could catapult to being Pac-12 favorites. But no one knows what will happen, so let's all just wait and see. And smile, your car is on camera. Yes, 4 busy Hermosa Beach intersections will soon be watched by local police officers following City Council unanimous approval this week of the purchase and installation of automated license plate readers at the sites. Now, the intersections are Pier Avenue at Valley Drive, Hermosa Avenue at 14th Street, Gould Avenue at PCH, and Hermosa Avenue at 10th Street. 2 other locations will be added at a later date: Aviation Boulevard at Prospect Avenue and Hermosa Avenue and Hernando Street. The readers, which scan the license plates of every vehicle passing through the locations, automatically check a database of stolen and other wanted vehicles and relay pertinent information to a department dispatcher. Gotta love those traffic cameras, eh? Well, our in-studio guests know a thing or two about looking and feeling your best in front of a camera. Not the traffic ones, of course, and in everyday life. Please welcome to the show Monica Stevens and a registered nurse, Sadie Tollberg from Diamond Doll Beauty and Body in San Pedro, your one-stop shop for health and beauty. Welcome, ladies, to the show.
Thank you so much for having us.
Of course, you guys are ready. I talk about a smile. Look, you have one on display.
Yeah, that is actually our intro. That is the big one that brought us into the beauty world.
Talk about your beauty world. What are you bringing to the table for women, men?
You know what? A little bit of everything. We like to start off really basic with self-care. Because if you feel good, you want to do more and you want more of it, and you're able to give more. You can't continue to give from an empty glass. So we like to fill you up of you, remind you to love yourself. It can be as small as a tooth gem. Like I said, that's what really got me going. I was a mom of 4, and I said, do I want to spend that much money on a little bling for myself? Because I love it. And I said, you know what? No, maybe I don't. But I do want to get into it and be able to offer that at a better price, better convenience. Moms want to feel good. They're tired of all day giving. And that's what we're all about, giving back.
Okay, so we're talking about the bling. You have some on your teeth right there. Very nice.
Yeah.
So talk about the foundation of your business. Like, literally give me a menu of what you guys offer.
Do you want to start? Do you want me to start?
You start it and I'll kick off.
Okay, so we'll start off from the top to the bottom. We'll go ahead and start off with facials. We specialize in rejuvenation facials because we like to run off. We take these kids to the park. Gentlemen don't like to put lotion on, so we do healing facials. Our number one brand is Sculpting. I am a certified technician. They are all the way from Utah, and they've been around for 10 years. So the education, the science, just the history is really there. I love our company, and it's a lot of rejuvenation. We want to fix, not just cover it up.
Right.
So that's what I'm going to start off with the facials, the tooth gems, something small. Some of us don't have great teeth. Some of us do. But just a little bling helps you with your confidence when you smile, when you talk. I also had a lot of people where I would like one, but my teeth are yellow. So then I brought in teeth whitening. And it just progressed. I really decided, what was I gonna do? Was it enough to feed back into our community, to make them feel better, to want to do more? And if I want more, I want everybody else to want more, because I'm not carrying everybody's weight. And we move on. So we want to be healthy. After you've felt good, a little tooth gem, a little bling, a little facial, then what else can I do? Sure, let's get healthy. Everybody wants to be sexy, so once they're on my table, do some body sculpting, a little lymphatic drainage, a little detox, whatever. Everybody's different, and everybody's lifestyle is a little different, and we go accordingly. So once we're there, we decide, okay, well, this is what you're not happy with. That's okay. Let's learn. What can we do to get you back on the right track? We're no longer paying for those fees that you made the bad choices. Let's get rid of them. Let's start fresh. So we do a little body sculpting, a little health and wellness. If you need support, that's where I have Sadie, because I can talk till I'm blue in the face, and then they say, no, but I really like oatmeal. Oatmeal is the biggest one. And then I said, okay.
Is oatmeal bad?
It's heavy. It's not for everyone.
I don't eat it, but is it
It's
bad?
not for everyone.
Okay.
So it's
Registered
something.
nurse, explain, yeah.
So it's one of those things where it can be an amazing tool, but people have a relationship with any kind of food, a relationship with ice cream, a relationship with cupcakes, a relationship with mom's, pot pie or whatever. And you really have to understand that there's no such thing as good food, bad food. There's how you consume it, how much are you consuming it, why are you consuming it, like things like that. And so as she's got them on the table and they're saying all these things, that's when she can bring me in, and I can do the health coaching. I nutrition coach. I have amazing supplements that I support, and then I also do the IV therapy, so they can take all the different types of goals that they have, and we can find long-term resolutions, and we can talk to them about future planning and prevention, because the last thing we want is for them to land in an ER or be on a million different medications. So we really are passionate about prevention. We have we decided 36 years of service and healthcare in our background together, and so we really are a power team together.
Yes.
Well, you said the word medicine, so I want to kind of get your take on where you think Western medicine is going.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Sadie. That's her.
So I have worked in a level 1 trauma center. I've worked in the clinic. I have been around, I was actually in the military before I became a nurse, but I've been around quick fixes. Like, we need to stop the bleed. We need to, do CPR. We need to stop the emergency. And then I got not really burnt out, but I wanted to shift directions. I wanted to prevent. I wanted to get ahead of that. So I worked in the clinic, and it was like pill, 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 and not enough education. And so when you look at the rest of the world, there's so many other options and other methods out there, from breath work to meditation to just manipulating the body and training it on how to disperse and how to reinvent that metabolism. And so everything that I bring into my health coaching or any of the supplements or anything that I promote, our collagen, our health and wellness, our weight loss, it's all natural. And that's where I believe there's true medicine in our food and what we put in our body and in our mind.
Exactly.
Well said. And you said the word body, so that's where we left off with you. People are on your table, you're taking care of the body.
They come at me, like she said, the quick fix.
Yeah.
They think they're not going to go, and I don't put them on a diet, but I do have them really reevaluate what put them in this space.
Right.
You need a foundation.
Yeah.
How did we get here? How do we not come back here?
Yeah, so I'm all about investing and reinventing yourself in any way, but you need the foundation, you need the education, and we love to share that education.
Yes.
We don't want anybody to feel overwhelmed. I myself am just about 100 pounds less than where I started. I was pre-diabetic. I started off with the tooth gems, ended up diabetic. I was already in the medical field, and my primary said, well, with her little notepad, here we go, you're not well. And I said, no, hold on, but I have the education. I can do this. If there's anybody, it's me. And she said, well, if you were serious, we wouldn't be having this conversation. I love my primary. She is local. I blow her up all the time. She's also a character out on a personality out on social media. So I said, hold on, well, help me, So I said, give me some time. We started. I'm not even going to say what I started because it's not for everybody. It's not, by no means do we say one fix is for everybody.
Sure.
So I'm not going to say what I did. It was not extreme. It was healthy. And it was under guidance of a primary. So by no means are we taking medicine or doctors away. We just want everybody to have the proper education, the proper guidance, and to know that there is hope to be better, to feel better, to live longer. And the quality of life, we don't have to carry sluggishness around.
Right.
So I decided I was going to lose the weight and I was going to lose the diabetes, and I did. And I said, if I could do it for myself, let me advocate, let me vocalize for the moms. And that just ignited my foundation a little bit more. If it's for the moms, and that's really what I like to say because that's what I related with, but it's for anybody. Anybody who wants to be healthy, anybody who's really ready to make a change for themselves, because at the end of the day, it's really a ticking time bomb. You're going to do better for somebody else.
Well, I feel like as a woman and a business owner, you're kind of coming from your truth, and that's a really great foundation to come from. Really.
Thank you.
Absolutely. And people who've been through the mud, they come back, carrying buckets of water to put out other people's fires. And so one of the reasons why we work so well together is because my story is very similar. I've lost 90 pounds, and I came from the military and then went into nursing, and I'm trying to educate people like how not to get on these medications when I was right on that path too. And so we can take our experience and really just get down in the trenches and lay down with somebody until they're ready to get up. And we can support them through that, through natural, healthy ways.
Well, of course, you're here on SBTV, local television.
Yes.
So what does it mean to be a local business? Because those are your people.
These are our people, and these are the people that we want to see win. These are the people that we want for them to know, even, they're local, and we understand she travels, she's not in the services. So you're local, you're right here, but we want to use our people to branch out, because it's not what you know, it's who you know.
True.
And our locals, that's where we want to start and spread out the goodness, and the health.
Yeah.
Well, you mentioned being a mom.
Yep.
So talk about the moms that come to see you. We'll talk about Mother's Day in a second coming up. But talk about the moms that come in. You were mentioning we're tired.
They're tired.
We need love just as much as we give to our children. So what do you say to mothers that come in that say, help me?
You know what? Honestly, it's really, really, really just, I feel blessed to have the space. Even sometimes before they're on the table, they just need somebody to hear them out. They are overworked, overwhelmed, overstressed, and they feel they have nobody. They feel they have nothing.
Lonely.
Because they're expected to give. They're expected to be the output, and nothing is expected of them when they come to us. We're here to help.
Yep. And it goes back to that, what you said earlier, you can't pour from an empty cup. And so one thing, we have our IV, which is what I do, and I can come to your home, but she's like, some of my people don't want to be at home, so we do have, we have a space for it, but I do offer that because some people do want the comfort of their own home to get an IV to rejuvenate and feel good. But we do give that oasis, that nice space. And then, what are the goals are they after? Do they want better sleep? Do they want better energy? Do they want better skin? Do they want to feel sexy again? Like, where can we help fill in that gap? And if we don't offer something, you bet your butt we know somebody that does.
That's right.
And so we network. We love our local businesses, and just finding different events. We were at the health fair last weekend, and we chambers and all different things. And so I know a lot of people. I care deeply for all these people, and really want to highlight what they do, because being a business owner is not easy.
No.
But it's so worth it. It's so worth it.
But you both are glowing. So there must be something to what you're doing and your mindset and your beliefs that's doing something right.
Yeah.
For sure.
I have to. I do it not for myself, and I tell my clients, because sometimes they're like, oh, wow, I see where you're going. I said, well, I lost 100 pounds.
Yeah.
And I gained my health, and I gained my confidence.
Right.
So, whenever you're ready. And then they look at me like, oh, yeah, you did it already, huh? Okay. And
sometimes they just see the glory. They don't know the story. And so they see where we're at now, and they think, gosh, you're so confident. You have all this stuff. And it's like, you don't know where we were and what we've had to go through. And it's not always about what you've lost. It's about what we've gained. And we've gained that self-love, self-confidence, self-respect. And so many moms out there they've just lost hope, and they're so young and beautiful, and we see that beauty in them. We just want to help them uncover it for themselves in whatever that looks like for them.
Exactly.
Wait, you guys are therapists too? Wait a second, I didn't see that on the rundown.
Oh yeah, we should put that on the bottom.
Free with service,
It
right?
happens, yeah.
Yes.
Naps are included as well. Moms never get naps. Once they're on that table, they get a nap.
So they book it for what, 2 hours, and half the service is half nap, right?
Hey,
No,
you can
they
sleep
nap
with
while
an
they
IV
service.
in.
It's pretty relaxing. We like a nice quiet atmosphere. Meditation space is what I call
Oh,
it.
yeah.
But, you know.
So talk about your space down south. Yeah.
Okay, so I've worked in a lot of different environments. Let's say we had, you know, a little party room, you know, loud. People come, have conversations. You bring your friend. But like I said, my foundation, my fire was really for the people trying to get away, the people who felt lonely, the people who didn't have the support, or felt they didn't have the support, even though a lot of us do. We felt like we are the main caregiver. So who's going to care for us? We can't expect anybody at home to care for us. So I wanted to give them that space, give them that time, give them, you know, I even provide eye masks. So if they want to pretend they're not there, they're not there.
Nothing personal.
And no, and it's nothing like that for our mom. You can't go to the bathroom. Have you been to the bathroom privately?
Nope, not in about 11 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that. It's just the quiet, relaxing, inviting space is what I like to provide.
Okay, so we're talking about the moms, and next to me is this gorgeous Mother's Day package. Talk about this.
So that's going to be our big local giveaway, and we've collaborated with a lot of my favorite, I'm going to totally be biased, my favorite businesses. A lot of them I know personally. I've met on either one-on-one, and we've built friendships and foundations, or I've met them vending out in the world, Vegas. I travel, I do a lot of conventions and conferences, and I just try to really learn as much as I possibly can, not just in my field, but in other people's field, because maybe somebody needs something that I don't offer, but it's going to benefit them, or my client, you know, she might need different kind of self-care. So I've collaborated with a bunch of my favorites, and we have a gym. They're local here also in San Pedro. We have Hourglass Figures out on top by Yaya, and she's actually also in the same suite where I'm located. We are the one-stop shop, as you mentioned. And I have an open gift certificate to my spa up on top. We do have Not Your Granny's Cookies. She is pretty famous and pretty popular on IG and in the Harbor area. She does amazing cookies that are as big as your hand. I have 2 dozen.
Is that on your cheat list or something? No.
They are amazing.
Hey,
I did the work. I don't have to watch anymore. But so she's got a cookie cake, so you don't have to worry about buying mom a cookie cake. She's got her own. Detox Babe. Now they're a great brand. They were here in California. They just recently moved down to Hawaii and New Mexico, so they're branched out. But that's a nice, relaxing bath soap, and they have a different variety ones. I want to say the one that they gave us was stress relief. We also have 333 candles. She has affirmation candles, and she's really popular. She's popular especially with the music industry, so that's nice to have her locally. We have Sadie's Collagen, which is amazing.
Yes.
Highlight
Oh
that
my
a
gosh,
little bit.
you
Talk
guys.
about that.
Let me tell you.
That there's not enough of it in that box.
I know. I only put a little taste in there. This collagen is groundbreaking. Collagen, everybody's heard of it, right? You've heard of it. Collagen is huge. It's the #1 protein in our body, and as we age, we lose it. And so the only way to replenish it is by taking it into your diet. So my company has formulated the most like human collagen with immune support and antioxidants and just this incredible luxury experience at an affordable price. 1 to 2 bottles a day to glow successfully, beautifully, and help repair that leaky bucket and feel more confident from the inside out. So you can do all of these beautiful things to the outside of your body, but you have to take care of the inside as well. So there's a teaser, couple taste tests in there, but follow me for more and everything on Instagram. I have all my links on there. And there's also some B12 shot as well, a free B12 shot from my IV business.
She'll poke you.
You mentioned Instagram. Tell us everywhere we can find you guys.
You start.
So I'm going to go ahead and be on Diamond Doll Beauty and Body all across most of our platforms, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram. I'm not on Linktree. No, I'm on Linktree. What's that other one?
LinkedIn?
No.
LinkedIn?
No.
The one
Twitter.
Instagram.
Twitter. We're not on Twitter.
I love Twitter.
Really?
I was just thinking about joining because I haven't done it,
Yeah.
but you know,
Who
it's
wants
thought
time for
out.
another social media
Exactly.
platform?
So
No.
we're on Google Business. We're on Yelp.
Yeah.
Everywhere else.
Yeah.
I know. There's going to be something new next week too to get on. So I'm on Instagram under Sadie at Sadie_getting_healthy. And that's more of like my personal, my nutrition side of house. I also have an at concierge IV nurse Sadie, and that's more of my IV stuff. And then we constantly share stuff back and forth.
Oh yeah, if you find one, you'll find both.
I'm on Facebook, LinkedIn, not on Twitter. I guess we probably should be, but you can find me anywhere, and I'll answer back. I'm got nothing else to do.
Yeah, she's lying.
She's so lying.
I have a little sarcasm in my blood.
And how can ladies or men for their ladies?
Of course, anybody.
Ladies for their ladies, how can they get this?
You don't even have to be a mom to enter. You just have to maybe know a mom who deserves a great prize. Maybe you've been wanting to give to somebody who's constantly on you, helping you with your kids, yourself. Even as an adult, we have mom mentors, I want to say.
Yeah.
Go ahead and enter on our Instagram. That's going to be on Diamond Doll Beauty and Body on IG. And right now it is our first and most current post, and we're going to be picking a winner live on Sunday.
Yes, I'm so excited.
And then on Monday I'll be on the table.
Yes.
Relaxed.
Yes.
After my Mother's Day treat, right? Yeah.
That's right.
Well, thank you guys for coming.
Thank you for having us.
And have a happy Mother's Day.
Happy
Thank you so
Mother's
much.
Day to everybody.
Likewise.
Remember, you deserve self-care, period.
Period. And we'll be right back. Welcome back to Good Morning South Bay. A little bit about us if you're new to the program. South Bay TV, or SBTV, is a live streaming platform reflecting the South Bay lifestyle, covering cities from El Segundo to San Pedro and all the towns in between, plus many of our surrounding communities. We cover topics including health and wellness, fashion and beauty, art and music, food and entertainment, and with this show, local news and events. And please do not forget, follow us on Instagram and Facebook. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel and our online newsletter to be notified of any new stories and when we go live. In the meantime, please come back every Friday at noon to stay up to date on all the latest happenings in the South Bay. Speaking of, here's what you and your family can look forward to this weekend in the South Bay. Coming up on Friday, May 6th, Snoop Dogg is at the Hollywood Palladium. Netflix Is a Joke Festival is one of the most awaited live comedy series this 2022. The festival presents various events in 25 venues such as the Hollywood Palladium, Dodger Stadium, Orpheum Theater, and many more. The festival is composed of an impressive lineup of over 130 artists from all over the world, and the festival runs from April 28th to May 8th. Moving on to Saturday, May 7th at Hangar 24 in Irvine, it is Drinko de Mayo Festival. Join them at Hangar 24 Orange